What's up, everybody? John Charmijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the debut album from the band Oath of Cruelty, entitled Summary Execution at Dawn. This is released on Dark Descent Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Houston, Texas, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very fast, aggressive, violent hybrid of both death metal and thrash metal. Yeah. I have been actively watching and listening to this band for many, many years now, and to see them continuously get better and better and stronger just delights me as a fan of Texas metal and just the overall underground stuff. This is a band that's comprised of some very, very top-notch people from within extreme metal within Texas. Most notably, Dave of Death from PLF, Matt Hefner, who you know from bands such as Blaspheria and Thy Feeble Savior, and assorted other great musical projects. And of course, Danny Hiller, who played guitar in Imprecation for a while, but he was also in Oath of Cruelty. This band has also had some previous band members throughout the years, but the primary core of this band are those three people. And these three people know exactly what they're doing, and they deliver the goods every single time. And they've put out a really solid multitude of demo and EP releases, most notably their 2012 demo, Altar of Impalement. Really, really amazing demo. A lot of great solos, a lot of great vocal work, fast drums, dive bombs, just the whole 9 yards. Just a really great release. And then followed up with releases like Immeasurable Sadism and A Hellish Decimation, which is just really, really great stuff. And it also goes without saying, this band rules live. Unbelievably sick live band. Fast, aggressive, angry, pissed off. Just a whole nother level of greatness live. And when I found out that in 2019 that they were going to finally be putting out their debut full length, I was at the edge of my seat. I was excited. I was very much ready to see how this band was going to progress from their EP and full length EP and demo material. Seeing that beautiful artwork piece that Sawblade did for that album cover, I was excited. And yeah. This album doesn't come out until December the 9th, if I'm not mistaken, but I have a bit of an early review for you guys. It's 9 tracks, and it clocks in at around 34 minutes in length, and pretty much this is the Oath of Cruelty formula in its most primal and its most aggressive presentations here. Because you're going to get a lot of fast-paced music. There's not going to be a lull between any of the songs here. It's all going to go fly by you really fast, and it's just going to sound aggressive as hell, because Summary Execution at Dawn is an absolutely phenomenal debut album for this band, and I cannot be any more prouder to be a fan of these dudes. Just some really top-notch stuff going on here. Musically, it's what you would normally know and expect out of Oath of Cruelty. A lot of fast paces, a lot of aggression, a lot of energy, a lot of great death and thrash-orientated sort of riffs going on here. A little bit of that early Sodom edge going on here, that Teutonic thrash sort of sound, but with a little bit more of a death metal edge and aggression going for it. I mean, hearing it on the opening track, Pounding Hooves of Shrapnel, you already know what you're going to be in for with this album. It's just a really strong opener for this album. And then later on with tracks such as Through Alchemy and Killing, Into the Chamber of Death, and one of the first songs released from this album with Victory Rites of Exsanguination. Just some really, really top-notch riffs going on here throughout this album. The riffs, the leads, the solo, just some seriously top-notch fretboard wizardry going on here. This is a very guitar riff-driven album. I mean, I know there's bass recorded on this album, if I'm not mistaken. I believe Dave is doing bass work on this, if memory serves me right here, which definitely does sound good on this album. But this is a guitar album through and through. A lot of crazy riffs, a lot of insane solos. Just, it's on fire. You can definitely feel it, and it'll make you sweat listening to it. It is that entertaining. When it comes to the drumming, of course, it's the typical Matt Hefner drum performance. Fast-paced, in-your-face, non-stop action going on here, and there is a lot of fills, a lot of blast beats, a lot of energy, a lot of creativity throughout throughout this entire album. A lot of these songs fall within the 3 to 3.5 to 4 minute long range, but you feel like these songs go by at such a brisk and energetic pace. And Matt Hefner's drumming is just really sensational here, as he would normally know how to do his thing, and he does so here perfectly with these songs. It's really awesome. And when it comes to the vocals, Dave of Death is such a great vocalist. He has such wicked charisma and passion in his vocals, his stage presence, and just overall being an incredible voice. Of course, you know him for being the main guy, one of the main dudes behind PLF, but here with this band, he gets to showcase his more aggressive chops here with these really wretched mid-range to low sort of growls. He's got a really good growling voice going on here, and he definitely plays it up very nicely throughout the majority of this album. It's all really great and well here, and even onto the Merciless cover that appears on this album. I believe the song Denied Birth is the song that's done from the Awakening album on here, which I think is a really nice little touch included on here. He does that song and that cover justice. But as far as the original material goes, Dave's vocals are just on point and fantastic. I really enjoyed his vocal work here. So overall, if you're a fan of aggressive death and thrash metal, Oath of Cruelty will whet that appetite for you. This is a very, very top-notch debut full-length, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing and hearing them continue to fine-tune their craft and get better and better like they always have been doing. So, if I had to think of any personal favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Pounding Hooves of Shrapnel, Stabbing Forth with Invincible, Damnation, Into the Chamber of Death, Victory Rites of Exsanguination, and the closing title track is a really awesome one too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you some links in the description box of how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the track, which I believe is currently streaming on YouTube, of Victory Rites of Exsanguination, and I'll also leave you links to where you can purchase physical copies. This will be available as a CD and a 12-inch vinyl. I believe there are black vinyl and gold vinyl variants available, and if this band should happen to be coming anywhere live near you, whether it's here in Texas or whether it's outside of Texas, across the USA, go see Oath of Cruelty live, because they are absolutely the real fucking deal. I know they just added a fourth member into their ranks, so I'm thinking their new live lineup is going to be even more deadlier than ever. So, again, the album is Summary Execution at Dawn. This is released on Dark Descent Records. This will be available on December the 9th. Definitely go pick up a copy wherever you're able to. And for a score, I'm going to give this a very solid 9 out of 10. Very entertaining bit of death thrash to whet your appetite. Unbelievably good band. So, are there any Oath of Cruelty fans here? Definitely let me know what you're thinking and how you're feeling, and if you're looking forward to this album. There won't be any video tomorrow, as by the time of filming this, Thanksgiving will be rolling around, so there won't be any Thanksgiving Day videos, but the final video of my 2019 will be coming this Friday. If y'all know what the big major metal release is of 2019 of this week, y'all pretty much are going to have to guess what it is. Only I know what it is, and I'm pretty sure you probably figured it out as well. So that album is getting reviewed on Friday, and that will be it for me this year. So until Friday, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Thanks for watching my video. Until next time, Army out.